In this video I'm going to be showing you how to acquire a free ray gun Mark II on Shattered Vale. Before you can start this, you will need to have reached round 10. Once you've reached round 10, head down to the mainframe chamber, wait for a special zombie to spawn. If you have names turned on, then the name will say Lab Technician on this zombie. Also, you can tell that it's the correct zombie as it will have purple eyes. Kill that zombie, and once you kill it, it will drop a floppy disk down on the ground that you will need to interact with and pick up. Now that you have the floppy disk, if you come to the grand foyer and then come through over into the east foyer and just run through these rooms here until you get to this room here, which is near the stamina perk machine, you'll see that there is this desk with all these computers on it. The computer in the far corner that's got the brightest screen, interact with that and it will turn the screen red, and then it will basically commence a little lockdown event where a load of vermin will spawn that you will need to kill. Once you've killed all the vermin, head over to the computer area again, and this time come over to this printer where you can see this piece of paper that's just been printed out and interact with it. Once you interact with this piece of paper, it will pop up a little text box with some text on it to read. There's only one word in this text that is actually important to you, and it's the one that's in caps. Bear in mind that this is different every single game. I will be putting up all the different word outcomes that you can have up on the screen. There are 4 altogether. In the case of this game, I specifically have the word worm. Now that you have your word, head over to the nursery, which is where the PhD flopper perk machine is located, and to the right hand side of the PhD flopper perk machine you'll see this little chalkboard with a load of letters on it. To make it easier for you guys, I'm going to put this blackboard up on the screen right now, and it will just be a pause video so you guys can look at this image more closely for your specific word to make it easier for you all. As my word was worm, what this means is I'm going to be looking for the exact letters that spell out the word worm on this blackboard, and what this will do is it will total up a number. So for example, my word is worm, so I'm going to be starting off with the letter W. I have the letter W over here in the middle, as you can see in this clump of letters here. So all I will do is count all the letters that are inside of that clump there, which of course is 9. The next letter I'll be looking for is O, which is down in the bottom left hand corner with the clump of 3 letters. So of course I'm going to be putting down the number 3. The next letter I'll be looking for is R. As you can see, it's in the top right hand corner with all the clump of letters, and there are 7 letters there altogether, so my next number will be 7. And my last letter is M. The M is in the exact same clump of letters that we were just on for the R, so that's going to be 7. So my specific number code for my letters are 9377. If you have a different word out of the list that I showed you, then of course you're going to have different numbers. Once you got your numbered code that you got from your word, you need to head down to the service tunnel. So coming from the Sam AI ball, if you turn around and run down this hallway here and just keep going straight, you'll come over to this number panel just here. Interact with the number panel and put in the numbers that you figured out earlier. So of course for me that's 9377. Once you put in the numbers, it will then open up the door and you will have to fight a doppelgast boss. As long as you got a pack-a-punch weapon, you should be fine here. Once you kill the doppelgast, it will then drop an arm on the floor that you will need to interact with and pick up. You'll now need to take that arm inside of the armory. So if you come to the supply depot, which is where the teleporter is that can teleport you across the map, if you turn around and come over to this metal door here and then enter it, this will enter into the armory. If you then run down to the end of the armory where you can see the ray gun Mark II on the wall, simply interact with this panel on the right hand side, put the arm on it. Once you do, this will then open up the weapon case so that you can pick up the ray gun Mark II and use it for the rest of the game. Otherwise, that's all there is to this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you need another guide to Call of Duty Zombies, then I'll have a link to that down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video.